Hey guys, just jumping on again this week to go over your work for music for the week. Again, you know how you can contact me on here or through my email address that's going to be on your work packages as well. I just want to read through the information that we have for this week so that it makes it easier for you to be able to complete the work that I've given you. Let's get started. Let's get to it. Sorry. Okay, so we are learning about an American composer this week. We've learned about some interesting places and some interesting instruments and how that music is played, how those instruments are created. So this week we are going to learn about a more modern American composer. So kind of bringing it back a little bit closer to where we are, all right? Then next week we're going to take some time and listen to some of his music and have a listening activity that goes along with that, okay? So I'm going to read to you about Aaron Copland and on this page and on the next page, and then we'll have an activity that goes along with it, okay? So here we go. Aaron Copland was an American composer and music instructor. Copland loved European music and studied in Paris in addition to traveling to Italy, Austria, and Germany. He wrote pieces for ballets and movies, and Copland won an Academy Award for his work on The Heiress in 1949, which is a movie, okay? So you've got this little picture of him down here. Feel free to color him if you want. You don't have to color him if you don't want to, but if you're, wanting to have something to color, there you go, you've got something. Okay, so your information is in more of a infographic. Okay, so you can see there's some point form information that's on here. And I'm going to read through these things so that you can, again, the reading part isn't as difficult for you, so you can kind of know what I'm looking for and what we're learning. So here's a list of some of his famous works. Lincoln Portrait, Appalachian Spring, Fanfare for the Common Man, Hoedown from Rodeo, Buckaroo Holiday from Rodeo, Billy the Kid, The Heiress, El Salon, Mexico, okay? The forms of music that he wrote: ballet, concertos. For film, he wrote for TV, folk music, jazz, piano, suites, symphonies. Here's some interesting facts, okay? He won a Pulitzer Prize. He won an Oscar. He had to move a lot because he composed late at night, and the neighbors thought the piano was too loud. His music has been featured in several commercials. That's pretty cool. Okay, so countries that he lived in or visited: Austria, Germany, Japan, South America, France, Israel, Mexico, United States. Here is his information when he was born. He was born November 14th, 1900 in Brooklyn, New York. He died December 2nd, 1990 in North Tarrytown, which is called Sleepy Hollow, New York. Okay, so all of this information is here on this sheet, and it's going to help you to create and to complete your third page. I'm going to turn this over here. All right, here we go. So you have an infographic that you are going to be filling in for me, okay? So you're going to write in his date of birth. You're going to write in the date of his death. I want 2 forms of his music. There's lots of forms that were on that sheet. I just need you to put down 2. 2 interesting facts about his life, okay? There's some interesting facts in there that are really cool. You get to pick which ones are the most interesting for you and to put it on your infographic, okay? Then 3 interesting countries he lived in or visited. There's lots of them that are on there for options too, okay? And finally, 2 famous works from Aaron Copland, okay? So this week, I need you to fill this in for me so that we have the information, we've read it, we've listened to it, and now we've taken it and learned about it ourselves, written it down, because it helps us to remember when we do things a couple of different ways as we're learning something new, okay? Next week, when we get together, we are going to do, like I said, a listening activity. We're probably going to take a couple of his pieces of music and compare them. We've talked about that before within doing our listening activities. We talked about this at the beginning of the year, all those different elements of music, and we're talking about dynamic and tempo and all of those different things, okay? So next week, that will be a part of our lesson. This week, we are going to learn about Aaron Copland so that next week when we're listening to his music, we have an idea of who he was and what influenced the music that he created, okay? I hope that you are doing well. Again, if there's anything that you need, feel free to email me or send a message on the Hillside Facebook page or on the YouTube page, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Take care. Have a good week.